Right then guys, as you can see, it's another beautiful day here in sunny Northern Ireland, and today we're out here on what we call the peat moss, and I just thought I'd take this opportunity to talk about, preparing fuel for the winter and the up and coming year. I don't know what you guys do, whether or not you harvest wood, logs, and you burn logs, or whether or not you bulk buy coal. We tend to get, maybe a couple of tons of coal in, and a bit of timber, a bit of wood, but the majority of our burning is what we call peat, peat moss. And if we look around the area, you'll see what I mean. These here are our turfs. This is like the moss. And basically what it is you see all this heather, great bit of tinder this time of year, excuse the wind as well. Over years and years and years and years and years, this heather breaks down and it decomposes and it breaks into the soil, and what we get is like a mossy crumb. This is dirt. And when you see my wife up there, when her grandparents were turning the moss, they used to do it by hand. They used to do it with like a shovel, and they would dig into the ground and then they would turn it over to dry it out and to bake it out. And you see what we got here? We've got like a wet turf, a wet peat. So I'll break it open and you can see what we got here. So what we're doing today is we're turning our peats so that they'll dry out, and then once they're dried we can then bag them up and take them home. So we don't actually cut them by hand now. We got a bit lazy. We actually hire a guy in to cut them for an hour on his machine, on his tractor. And it's basically like ploughing through the turf, and what comes out are rows and rows and rows and rows of peat. As you can see, I've been working this here. So when we first get them, it comes out the back of the machine like that. And then we turn them to try and dry them out, stack them into walls or however you want to do it. And then once they've been baking for a few days, if the weather's like this, a few days, but normally it takes maybe a couple of weeks before they're dry enough, we can bag them up, take them home and burn them. So with an hour's cutting, we'll get maybe 350, 400 good bags, like the big fertilizer bags, 400 bags of peat to take home and to burn. Now, I'm very new to this. Obviously, I only moved over here, like 10 years ago. So it was a little bit strange, people saying, we burn the dirt, we burn the ground. As you know, I was brought up in the countryside in the Cotswolds. My dad is a woodsman, forester. So we always burnt wood. So I'm familiar with the wood, not so familiar with the peat. There's a bit of work goes into it, but so does, collecting any fuel. But on a day like this, you don't mind it. As long as you've got, a good bit of protection on you from the midges, a bit of insect repellent. Because these midges these Northern Irish midges. They like the English blood. So yeah, it's just a quick brief look at my fuel preps, my winter preps. So yeah, I better get back to work, guys. Hope you enjoyed the look at the dirt, and yeah, God bless, and I'll catch you again very soon. I've got to get back to work. Bye.